Welcome back, Jack, to the show that starts the show. That's right, you're watching the Hair is Scary Countdown with me, your red host with the most, Cliff Jablonski. Hacha! And tonight, I'm joined by a very special guest star. Yep, you know her, you love her. It's the one, the only, Stasha from the old country. Hacha! Hey, Stasha, you know what? You seem a little distracted. I don't know what you're looking for there, but just do me a favor. We're on the air, okay? So what I need you to do is stare at the camera and smile, okay? And we'll get right to you. Now, usually, I do all the jaw-jabbing on the show. But tonight, since we have Stasha as a guest, I'm going to let her take over and say a few words about what's coming up for tonight's festivities, okay? Stasha, take it away. Take it away? What? Soup glue? Oh, no! What'd you do? You glued your lips together. You know, that is so Stasha, by the way. But the show must go on. So, watch this segment, and we'll be back after this. And see if we can undo what you glued. Oh, boy. Now I know how Yashu feels.
Comes the clock on the wall as we're dancing the evening away. Tick, 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 tock goes my heart with the clock, keeping time while the music is playing. Oh, tick, 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 tock is a rhythm it makes, and I know it won't make you feel blue. Tick, 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 tock goes my heart with the clock, 'cause it knows that I'm dancing with you.
Nostrovia, everybody. Welcome. It's Stasha and Yashu here at the Dingus Day Festival here down in Gordon Square in Cleveland, Ohio. Yeah. Having a good time, ain't we, Stasha? Yeah? Oh, yeah. Don't worry, there's more of these where they came from. Don't worry about that. So we're going to check out the sights and sounds down here. And hey, we're going to have a good time and hope you do too. Come on, let's go.
Keeping time while the music is played. Oh, tick, 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 tock is your rhythm it makes, and I know it won't make you feel blue. Tick, 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 tock goes my heart with the clock, 'cause it knows that I'm dancing with you.
Landed. Ideal's new Astro Base has just landed. Look, the space lock is opening. And here comes the astronaut. He's being lowered from the Astro Base into the remote control scout car. The two space probes are being mounted for launching. The car is scanning the area. And there go the space probes. They're calling them back to the Astro Base. Mission accomplished. Ideal's Astro Base and Colonel Macaulay's space helmet are the greatest way to play outer space. You can scan the skies, launch deep space probes, fire rockets, destroy stray meteorites. Ideal's Astro Base is at your favorite toy store. Get your ideal Astrobase today.
Welcome back, Jill and Jack. Hope you're enjoying the pre-show. Yeah, and tonight I have my special guest, Stasha from the old country, helping me co-host the show. Unfortunately, she's glued her lips together, so I sent her on a simple errand to grab me some videotape to pop in for the next segment. Stasha, where are you? Oh, there you are. Hey, Stasha, how's it going with the videotape? What the? Oh, Stasha, here we go again. Hey, Stasha, what are you doing? Who do you think you are, Janet Decay? Only in Stasha land. Well, here's the next thing to feast your peepers on, and we'll be back.
I'm Janet Decay, the Mummy.
And I'm Grimm Gorri, the Monkey.
And together we host
the Mummy and the Monkey's Hairy Scary Hangout. Yes, our live streaming horror hosted show has it all.
Skits, bits, and a scary flick.
That's right, so for more information on our show, go check out
TheMummyAndTheMonkey.com.
And we'll see you at the Hangout. Woohoo!
Hey group, do you follow the Mummy and the Monkey on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram? No? Well, why not? That's how you can find all the news about the happenings and going-ons for the Mummy and the Monkey. And if you're watching us on YouTube, remember to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Hacha!
If you want to see something that's really out of this world, meet Robert, the talking robot.
Robert's story starts with a mechanical engineer. One day, while he was working on a remote-controlled machine, put on. The best job is testing Robert's remote control cable. Robert can go forward, backward, or in any direction. Shoulder to shoulder, Robert marches to the next station, where his steering controls are locked into place. Then inspected again and again, and finally approved, Robert gets packed into right through you with his X-ray eyes. Perhaps he is only looking into the future.
What you are about to see is bizarre, unsettling, and riveting.
Sparkling soft drinks.
Ain't nothing like a good Mountain Dew. Hey! Hey!
Steaming hot coffee.
Roses are red, and how do you do? Drink 4 of these and whoop, 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 whoop.
Steamed or grilled hot dogs.
Oh my God! That is huge!
Crispy hot fresh French fries.
This is the best thing I have ever put in my mouth.
How about a pizza? None better anywhere.
Well, gang, it's time to wrap things up here on the countdown. But don't worry, there's more show coming up. That's right, the Mummy and the Monkey will be here momentarily to fill your night with laughs and fright. Haha. And now, we must sign off. And even though the evening was a little wonky with Stasha here, looks like her lips got unglued and she got untangled from that pesky videotape. So now that you can talk, once you finish up that popcorn, maybe you can say goodnight to me with the folks, alright? Alright, let's say it. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Good.
Well, whoop-dee-doo. Hey, gang. Welcome. I'm Cliff Jablonski, the behind-the-scenes guy here at the Mummy and the Monkey's Hairy Scary Hangout, yeah. And I want to know one thing. Are you DTF? That's right. You know what I'm talking about. Are you down to Friday?
Friday night. Welcome one and all to
the Mummy and the Monkey's Hairy Scary Hangout.
Here we go again, folks.
Yes.
Whoop.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Grimm.
Go on, step on my feet. I don't care.
I didn't mean to. I thought you were done after the ha 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 ha.
No.
Okay.
Never done after my ha 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 ha's.
Okay.
There's always something coming out after that. But
do
that's
you want
okay,
to add
please.
more then?
Mommy's first. Oh, hecky no. Go ahead.
Okay. Yes, hey there, gang. It's Friday, April 29th, 2022. This is episode 160 already.
He's still my little simian heart.
Yeah.
160 episodes, almost in the can.
160 episodes.
Only 40 more to go to reach that 200, and that seems like it's going to happen just like that.
We're getting closer and closer to the 200 mark.
Oh my, stars and garters. Oh. Wow, yeah, and we have all of you to thank for it because it's because of you that we do this. It's all your fault.
Yes, it's thanks to you guys. And we didn't introduce ourselves because I cut you off. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'm Janet Decay, the Mummy.
And I'm Grimm Gorri, the Monkey.
Yes, and you're watching the Mummy and the Monkey's Hairy Scary Hangout. Yeah. And we are hosting a shorts night rather than a full feature-length film.
Right. It's a little bit of a hodgepodge from the bottom of the barrel, but it should be fun. No sound effects or anything in this stuff. It's just going to be us, hanging out with you watching some good old film. Oh, we got a Barbara Papa.
Oh, thank you, Miss Nora, for the super chat. $4.99. Thank you.
Right, Lou? Oh.
Don't scare Louie. And we've got guest star Louie the Crypt Kitty sitting with us.
And thanks to Cliff and Stasha, by the way, for getting the show started for us tonight. Mm-hmm. Stasha joined Cliff live in the studio to do the countdown.
Yes.
To lead into tonight's programming, and they did a great job. Thanks again, Stasha and Cliff.
Yes, Stasha tried her best,
But it's Stasha. She almost spoke tonight, but
Almost.
But it ran out of time. Hey, we're on a very tight schedule here.
Well, we have a prize giveaway for tonight.
Oh, yeah.
And the prize giveaway is going to be...
What is it?
Stasha's soup glue.
Oh!
So one lucky winner will get this prop at the end of the evening, and all you have to do to have a chance at winning is to stay in the live YouTube chat, to stay active in the chat, and I'm going to write down all of your names and put them in my big plastic shiny mummy bucket.
Ouch!
And we're going to pick one lucky winner, and they will get a prop from tonight's show.
That's right. Hopefully you'll treasure that little glue stick with the soup glue logo that I put together quickly and printed out on a label printer.
Should I Vanna it?
Yeah.
There we go.
See that?
Yeah, there's such...
there you go, right there.
Right there?
Yeah,
okay.
We actually used a caricature that Bob Ferguson made of Superhost many, many moons ago. So I think that was kind of fun. It's a little nod to our good, a god, if you will, of horror hosting in Cleveland, Marty Sullivan, also known as Superhost.
Yes. We love Superhost, and rest in peace, Soup.
Yes. Anyway, but we have a fun show for you planned.
We do.
Like Janet said, we have some good old-fashioned how to do this and that type shorts.
Yes, so
from the 50s.
There's a couple educational shorts we're going to throw in this evening, and then we also have two very old television shows from the 1950s. One of them is the Red Skelton Show, and Vincent Price is one of the guest stars, along with what's his name? He played Uncle Fester in
Jackie Coogan.
Jackie Coogan from the Addams Family.
Yes, he played Uncle Fester.
From the original Addams Family show from the 60s.
Yes, so they will be guest starring in this episode of the Red Skelton Show.
And then the other episode is going to be One Step Beyond.
Ooh.
So 2 television episodes and a couple educational shorts.
We got
Jack Gray
for the super chat.
Thank you for the $5 super chat.
And so this Barbara Papa is for you. And don't forget, you're watching the Rhonda award-winning show, the Mummy and the Monkey.
Should I Vanna that as well?
Yeah, tell everybody a little about the Rhonda.
So this was sent to us by artist John Rogers last year, and I never knew that Rondo had a sister Rhonda. So there's Rhonda right there. Is that good?
Yes.
Okay. So there's Rhonda. Yeah, we are the only horror hosts to have won a Rhonda award.
And probably the only ones that ever will.
Emphasis on the duh. Rhonda.
We love Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda. Give me your Rhonda.
There you go.
I got a Barbara Papa, this Jonathan Henry super chat.
Aw, thank you, Jonathan.
Rhonda, thank you as well.
Very cool. All right. So we've got the mini monster shout outs. We have a lot of people that watch with their mini monsters, and I'm sitting here with Putrid Petunia.
And I think Louie's going to fill in for Fartworth tonight.
And Louie's filling in for Fartworth because some people do watch with their pets.
And sometimes he farts on me, so.
And Louie does fart, yeah.
Earl actually farts more than Louie does.
Earl has stinky tuna farts.
Yes, he does.
He does. Okay. Mini monsters.
Oh, you should ask, hey, Grimm, let's do, you just start doing it. So
that's
cue
what
me.
I thought we were doing.
Okay, so cue me. Say, hey, Grimm, let's do the mini monster cheer. Hey,
I
Janet,
thought you knew.
Let's do the mini monster cheer. What do you say?
Great idea, Grimm.
Let's do it.
Okay.
A 1 and a 2 and a 3.
Mini monsters, roar, roar, roar. Mini monsters, here they are.
See how easy that was?
All right. That's what I thought we were going to do. All right. Mini monster shout outs too. Baby Joe, Lucy, and Dimitri.
Woohoo!
Hey there, guys. And then we've got the sisters, Nevaeh, Stephanie, Kitana, and Ariana.
Oh, how cute.
And then Peanut and Adam.
Nice.
Hey there, minis. We've got Mia, a.k.a. Scoop.
Hey, Scoop.
We've got Charlotte, Taylor, and Matt.
Nice.
Hey there. We've got Gabriel, Annalyn.
Wow.
And then we've got Eva and Mackenzie.
Always nice to hear their names. That's right.
Isabella, Carly, and Cassandra. Can't forget them.
No way, Jose.
And then we've got Miss Violet.
Hi, Violet.
And then we've got Lil Kong.
Lil Kong.
And then Atticus and Penny.
Cool names.
Hey there, very cool. And then we've got Hannah Banana.
Hello, Hannah Banana.
And then we've got Dario and Dominic.
Cool.
Hey there, dudes. And then we've got Sienna and Adrian.
Oh, that's right.
And then Julius, Morgan, and Willow.
Wow.
And Xander and Araya. Hi there, minis. Wow, so many of you guys. And then little Trayvon.
Oh, yeah.
Hey there. And then Noelle. And last but not least, Miss Emily.
All right. Hey, kiddos. Hope you're having a good week so far. And then, right after the little ones, we do the big ones. You guys ready? Are you ready to do the big one?
I am ready to host the Macabre.
Yes. Janet is ready for the big ones. Let's go.
Yes. All right, Magic Macabre Mirror. Magic Macabre Mirror. Tell me, who be here?
Yeah, Lou, go get him. Go stick him, Lou.
I see Bobby, Watson family, Albert, Tracy,
Oh,
Tom,
my God,
Keith, Sergio, Mark, Gary, Scott, Neil, Dashcam, Joe German, Miss Lois, Greg, Leo, Rob.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Travis, Connie,
They're busting the doors
Ron,
down.
Jeffrey, Raymond, Daryl, and his
Holy
other brother
cannoli.
Daryl, Toy Painter 1. I see Miss Naoko from Japan.
Naoko, hey.
Richard, Miss Juliet, Miss Karen,
Aw.
Mark Ball, Matthew, Nora Wallace, Virtual Vicky, Paul Buser, the
Wow.
beekeeper.
Yes.
John Johnson.
What's buzzing?
Yeah, there you go. Sandra. I see Sandra and Andy and Seth and Ron. Wow. All right, well, we are the show that watches you back, so thanks for being live in the chat. And we also want to thank Public Media Network for hosting the televised simulcast out of Kalamazoo, Michigan.
That's right. That's right. So we are on TV somewhere out there.
Yes, and through YouTube TV also.
Yes, I guess it makes a huge difference with some people, but hey, you know what? We're the show you can watch now or later, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's
well,
right.
Here's hoping you're watching right now, whatever that is.
Live or later, but yeah, live's better because you can hang out with us and comment on the show, hey, and win fabulous prizes.
Yes, fabulous prizes.
That's
All right.
Wow.
So what are we going to play first, Grimm? What's on the menu?
Well, first things first. We're going to start things out with a bona fide, PSA type short from the 1950s, I believe.
Oh, what's this one about?
Or actually 1940s. This is about how safety in the kitchen.
Oh, okay.
Which is very important. You got to know how to, you don't stick butter knives in outlets and to get
no putting silverware in the microwave.
No, things like they didn't have
that.
microwaves.
Oh, they didn't have microwaves then.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
No, they had chlordane, but
Yeah, well, don't use that anymore.
No, don't do that. Don't ever use that. Okay, so we're gonna start out with.
Don't try any of the things you see in these videos at home.
Yeah, that's for sure.
They're not very educational. Like 70 years later.
It's cooking kitchen safety. So here we go, and enjoy that. Our first short of the night right here on
the Mummy and the Monkeys Hairy Scary Hangout.
All right, here we go. Short it away.
is the sad story of Eleanor Jones. Eleanor is spending a few days at the hospital. She really didn't intend to come to the hospital, but just a few days ago, something happened. Eleanor decided to clean the top of the kitchen cupboards. There was a stepladder in the basement, but Eleanor just didn't want to take the trouble. Careful, Eleanor, careful. So Eleanor has a chance for some extra reading. What are you reading, Eleanor? Yes, Eleanor has learned her lesson, but how about you? Do you know how to play safe in the kitchen? One of the first things to remember is to arrange your kitchen as conveniently and as efficiently as possible. In this way, you avoid those extra steps which cause fatigue and thus reduce the possibility of an accident. Store the things you use near the place you intend to use them. And by all means, store poisons, extra matches, and other dangerous items far above the reach of children. Keep those cupboard doors closed. A bump on the head probably won't send you to the hospital, but it will be painful just the same. Small accidents will happen occasionally, but don't let them become major ones. Wipe up that grease spot immediately before you have a chance to forget about it. A knife is a dangerous weapon if not treated with the proper respect. Strangely enough, a sharp knife is less dangerous than a dull one. Since less force is required to use a sharp knife, it is less likely to slip. Whenever possible, use the knife so that the direction of force is away from the body. Then if the knife should slip, it'll do no great damage. And keep those fingers out. If possible, store knives in a knife rack. It is safer and more convenient, and also protects the edge from contact with other utensils. This is the wrong way to wash knives. They should be washed separately and one at a time. If you lose a knife in the dishwater, you're likely to find it the hard way. Sure to treat even small injuries immediately to avoid danger of infection. And while we're on the subject of knives, they just weren't tough edges to cut fingers. Many excellent foods are preserved in glass containers. Should break, throw the food away. No matter how safe it may be, the danger of broken glass fragments is great to be disregarded. No kitchen is complete without a range, but there are right and wrong ways to use one. With a pilot light, lighting the barrel, but make sure that the gas actually does ignite. If it doesn't have a pilot light, light your match before turning on the gas. Before lighting it. This way you allow any accumulated gas to escape and prevent a possible explosion. After this time has elapsed, light and insert the match, then turn on the gas. A handle projecting over the edge of the stove can easily cause this. Keep the handles on your pots and pans tight and in good condition. A loose handle can cause many a spill. A screwdriver kept in the kitchen will be handy for keeping things in good repair. A good way to keep a handle in good condition is to keep it away from the lighted burners. Use a dry pot holder that is large enough to protect your hand, yet not large enough to extend into the flame. A wet holder conducts heat very readily. When removing the lid from a pan likely to contain steam, tip the lid in such a way as to direct the steam away from your body.
Foods fried in deep fat are delicious, but certain precautions should be observed in their preparation. The mistakes usually made are filling the pan too full and is at a temperature 200 degrees hotter than any water clinging to the food boils vigorously. This is likely to carry the fat over the side, where it may ignite. Pour the fat into a large container. Large enough so that the fat is at least 3 inches from the top. Keep the food as dry as possible. Remember, it's the water that causes the bubbling. And just in case, keep a reliable fire extinguisher in the kitchen at all times. What's wrong here? All the burners are turned off. Ah, but don't forget, this stove has a pilot light. Don't leave papers or potholders near it, or this will happen to you. When plugging in or removing any electrical appliance, be sure your hands are dry. Wet skin conducts electricity much more readily than dry skin. Therefore, the danger of shock is much greater when your hands are wet. Here is a dangerous situation. Keep those electric cords where no one can trip over them. If you use any of the many kinds of special equipment designed for the kitchen, be sure to read the manufacturer's recommendations for safe operation and follow them closely. It is not sufficient to follow the advice of some friend who ought to know. Consult your instruction book and get the correct information. When it becomes necessary to climb, do it a safe way. The few dollars you pay for a ladder are well spent in terms of convenience and safety. Remember Eleanor Jones? Eleanor will be released from the hospital in a few days, and when she gets out, she is determined to stay out. Eleanor had to go to the hospital to learn her lesson, but you don't have to. Remember, it pays to play safe in the kitchen.
Oh, wow.
Your comments are so funny. I'm
Oh,
sitting here
Eleanor,
like,
I'm so happy.
Eleanor.
Eleanor is safe. I thought for sure that she'd be like, you know.
Like her foot would break off or
for
something.
life. You know, I thought she maybe would have bruised her brains falling on her butt like that. I don't know what was going to happen. Hey, well, welcome back, one and all, to our show.
Yes.
The Harry Scary Hangout. I hope you're enjoying our show. It just started. So.
Why didn't they show a guy in the kitchen?
Oh, please.
You know, they're
A
kind
man
of,
in the kitchen? What, I mean...
Some of the world's best chefs are men, Grimm.
What do you think this is, the year 2022?
Like Chef Ramsay,
Hey,
you
look,
know?
yeah, well,
He's
that's
got
true.
his own TV show.
That is very true. Yeah,
Why wasn't he in the kitchen, like, yelling at everybody?
I didn't make these things. Yeah, what is wrong with you?
There you go.
That would be great. Yeah, they should.
Wouldn't that be funny?
Yeah, he should go back and superimpose himself in these old videos and or these movies or these shorts and yelling at people.
Woo. Yeah.
Anyway, good idea.
These old backwards films.
So yeah, as somebody commented in the chat, they said this was all filmed before common sense was invented. Apparently, great comments by the way so far on these.
Yes, and there's 140 of you in the chat. Thank you guys. This is great. John Johnson, thank you for the $5 super chat with a little dancing. He looks like a little green pear dancing.
Let me whip out my barber papa.
If you scroll up, he looks like a little pear. That's cute.
It is a dancing pear.
It is.
Mon frere. Yeah, nice.
All right. So, should we go over the snack toys segment?
Did you want a snack toy now?
Or do we want a snack toy later?
Let's snack toy after segment 1 of the Red Skelton Show.
Oh, we're gonna play that one next.
Yeah, we got
awesome.
So we still got 4 farts or things to show, you know, and actually technically 5 if we get to the last one.
Okay.
Depending on how long the show goes. But are we doing a hangover after this or?
Probably not.
Okay, so this is going to be the show
next
tonight.
Week we will.
Next week, super deluxe program. Okay, we promise you all.
Yeah,
and,
we'll go back to a movie next week.
And, we thanks everyone who voted for this year's Rondo Awards, and congratulations to all the winners out there. Of course, we didn't win favorite horror host. That's okay.
Honorable mention.
But we got honorable mention
for the third or fourth time. So we're appreciative of that, and
Yes.
and to be on the ballot is nice.
Yes, and like I said, we're on the Rondo radar, so that's a good thing, I think, to be because there's a lot of horror hosts.
Well, and
out
we
there.
have the Ronda
We
award,
do.
so I'm content.
Yes, that's definitely it fills a void for now. But maybe one day the Rondo will be ours.
Rob says you won in our hearts.
Oh,
oh,
so sweet.
Thank you.
Yeah, but I think it's still a pretty good feat to be, not only were we nominated, but we also came into their honorable mention because not everybody that was nominated was in the honorable mention. You understand that?
Yeah.
So.
Dashcam says, are shorts considered little farts?
Sharts.
They're sharts?
They're not as messy. Actually, maybe they're grumpies.
Oh,
Johnny Depp, right? He's
I've never heard anyone call it
the
that.
term for what Amber Heard did in his bed.
The turds.
Amber Heard turds. He called them grumpies. She made a little grumpy.
Wow. Okay.
She laid a grumpy in my bed. That's my Johnny Depp impression. Thank you.
Grandpappy says you get reward. You get the reward every Friday. Well,
That's
every
true.
Friday we're having fun with you guys.
That's what he means by that. That's true. I mean,
Yes.
we love hanging out with you all, and hope it's mutual. And so and we invited Johnny Depp on the show. So far, we haven't heard from him, but Johnny.
I think he's a little busy at the moment.
He's busy at the moment. Plus,
he had some court dates to attend.
Everybody's falling in love again with Johnny Depp. He's got this like a resurgence of Deppitism. Oh,
whoa, Rob Wise, thank you so much for the
Say
super
what?
chat. Wow.
How do I even reward that with?
Oh my gosh. Woo! Thank you.
You should be a musical instrument, Barbara Papa. Yeah, thank you. Oh
That's
my lord,
awesome.
that is
Oh
so
my gosh,
nice.
thank you.
Oh, see, who needs a rondo when you got fans like this?
All right, so we have the Red Skelton Show coming up with special guests Vincent Price
and Jackie Coogan, who
Jackie
played
Coogan.
Uncle Fester in the original Addams Family show. So yeah, it's a madcap caper. You'll see part one of that because it's in two parts, and after that we'll get into the One Step Beyond.
Yes.
But all right, so here we go at part one of the Red Skelton Show, starring Vincent Price and Jackie Coogan, right here on the
Mummy and the Monkeys, Harry Scary Hangout.
And we'll be back with Snack Toys, baby. Ha ha!
Woohoo!
From Hollywood, The Red Skelton Show, brought to you by Het Evaporated Milk. First food for babies, first choice of good cooks. Het Instant Non-Fat Dry Milk, richer in protein and minerals. And Het Ritz Frozen Pies.
Imagine apple pie like this every time. Yes, every time when you bake Pep Ritz real fruit country pies. It's worth a few pennies more to serve pie this good. Pep Ritz frozen fruit pies.
The Red Skelton Show with David Rose and his orchestra. Guest stars Vincent Price and Jackie Coogan. And the star of our show, Red Skelton.
If you cannot tell a Rubens from a Michelangelo, or a print of Grandma Moses from a genuine Van Gogh,
You are missing something wonderful indeed. And it may be just a hobby that you need.
You really should know some treasures of art.
the works of the masters will gladden your heart. Hurry now to a good museum. That is how you can get a chance to see 'em. The moment you leave, you'll probably rush to purchase a canvas, some paint, and a brush. Who can can tell you may sell all that you create.
You'll see, like me, that painting is great.
Wants to buy for plenty of cash a picture that Freddie has found in the trash. Add a few jokes for you and you will be right. You've got the plot we're doing tonight.
Original Michelangelo, donated to the museum by Mrs. John J. Burns. It's magnificent. And this is a perfect example of Rubens' work, purchased from the estate of the late Andrew Vandergrift.
Now, I've seen this somewhere before.
Oh, yes. She won her fame on television commercials. And this, of course, is by the great Italian master Leonardo da Vinci.
That's odd. It doesn't have a frame.
Well, it's even more unusual than you think. Just watch.
You weren't kidding. That really is unusual.
It looks something like an overcoat.
Yes, it does look like an overcoat, and for a very good reason.
What do you mean?
Well, there's a very interesting story behind this painting, madam. It all began on the city dump. It was a very cold day, and it was snowing outside.
Like a frozen TV dinner. Oh, boy. It happened one year, and they didn't know how I was until spring thaw, you know. Oh, it's snow. I thought it was dandruff. It had me frightened. Oh, boy, baby, it's cold outside. I got news for you. It's cold inside, too. It's like coming through that wall there. My goodness.
Hey, we got to get something to cover up them cracks and keep out the snow.
Yes, come on, let's go out and look for something, huh? All right. Oh, good heavens.
Let's see. Hey, how about this here? That fishnet.
Oh, it's got too many holes in it. Here.
Oh, no.
Hey, make a nice dress for Bridget Bardot, wouldn't it?
Are you crazy? She'd freeze to death.
Well, I know, but it'd keep me mighty warm.
Hey, what about this here to roll a canvas?
Oh, that'll be fine, a canvas. That would be... Say, maybe we won't need it at all now. It stops snowing.
Yeah.
Stand over here, will you? Now say it stops snowing.
It stops snowing.
I've heard of big snowflakes, but this is ridiculous. Okay.
Here, give me that thing.
I thought maybe there'd be a letter from Mama. Oh, you go to this wrapping here. Well, sir, as the pelican said when he ate the halibut, that ought to fill the bill.
Yep. Get a hammer and nails. We'll put it out.
You hold it here, will you?
Yeah, I will.
I'm getting choked on this plastic snow. Here, raise the nail. All right. Ready? 1, 2, let her go.
Oh!
didn't know you was Italian. Somebody stole your banjo, huh? What happened? What happened?
When you said go, two of my fingers went.
Oh,
now give me that hammer.
Hey.
Yeah.
Just put it back up over here.
Yeah.
There we go. Hey, what's under that dirt?
More dirt.
Yeah. What does it say down
Hey,
there?
it says, Leonardo da Vinci.
Da Vinci?
You ever heard of him?
No, he sure needs to shave, don't he?
Oh, let's see what Da Vinci looked like when he was a young man.
Yeah. Oh, you could shave it on?
Yeah.
That's a realistic painting. Maybe it's not. Maybe I just painted on it. Oh.
Here we go. You know, I heard about a couple that lived out in Pasadena, and they found a painting worth millions on a dump.
Well, over in Pasadena, they have a better class of garbage. Hey, you see that there? She go, maybe clear it out. How about that? Oh, Leonardo da Vinci turned out to be Lillian da Vinci.
You know something? It might be worth something. We better check an art collector.
Oh, you think it might be?
Yeah, let's go.
We got something valuable in here. Here, we better... Here.
What are you doing?
Have you no sense of responsibility at all? If we have a masterpiece, why don't we do something to protect it?
How are we going to get out of here?
You follow me. Still no letters from Mom, huh?
Sorry, madam. Our paintings start at $10,000. Yes, Gilbert Galleries represents only the finest artists. I'm sorry. Goodbye.
We're among flesh. They're burying them setting up now. There's no chance of him breaking up. Look at him. Oh, pardon me, sir.
Oh, good afternoon. I'll be with you in a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. You must be a couple of models for a painting of Skid Row.
I beg your pardon, sir. My colleague and myself, we have an art treasure.
You don't mean to tell me that you're a collector?
You might say that.
You two hobos, get out of here. I'm a very busy man.
Oh, wait a minute. We found a painting by Leonardo da Vinci.
I don't care who it's by. Out.
It's a da Vinci. You don't... His mother was frightened by an owl. You know, walk this way, but be careful. You can never tell what's under the snow, you know.
On one occasion, I passed up a Rembrandt, and on another, I let a Gainsborough slip through my fingers, but I couldn't live with myself if I passed up a Da Vinci. My, what a revolting atmosphere. I've never seen such a miserable slum.
Yeah, if you think this is bad, wait till you get inside. Oh, just a minute. This happens to be a GI home.
A GI home?
Yeah, gee, I wish I was in Beverly Hills. Come, gentlemen, follow me. Here we are. Oh,
here we are.
Don't do that!
Why don't you look in the mailbox? There may be a letter for Mama.
Good grief, the missing Da Vinci.
One and all to
the Mummy and the Monkeys Harry Scary Hangout.
Friday night, and we're feeling all right. And
we are. And Louis came back.
Louis back, of course. Yeah. Well, he knows you're going to do snack toys. He probably thinks he's going to get a little bite to eat.
Well, we do have treats here for him.
We do.
They're in the other room, though.
Which I hope you're enjoying part one of the Red Skelton Show. Some wacky comedy, all right? Mm-hmm. But now it's time for the bit that everyone waits for at this time of the night. It's the Mummy and the Monkeys snack toys. New yummy snacks.
Old movie facts.
All right. What snack and what facts do you have on deck for us tonight, Janet DK?
All right, the snack that I have is Smart Food Doritos Nacho Cheese Flavored Popcorn.
Ooh,
now, they don't endorse us in any way. We just like to try different snacks. So,
yes.
Wow, Dorito flavored nacho cheese popcorn.
Well, if it's nacho cheese, then whose cheese is it?
It's mine now. Oh, it smells good. It smells like popcorn and Doritos.
Yeah, I saw that today, and I picked it out thinking that it could be an interesting snack to bring back.
And popcorn is one of my most favorite snacks.
All right, Louis, he's taking off. Nope.
Wow. All right, so we're watching the Red Skelton Show right now.
Yes. Oh, this is divine.
And did you know Richard Red Skelton was his full name? And he was a TV and radio entertainer. He started out in vaudeville and burlesque and stage shows. He would entertain at nightclubs. And he had a really long career.
A
long career,
okay.
Grimm.
Okay.
Get the bananas out of your ears.
Well, maybe like a Milton Berle thing. I don't know.
And he was active in his entertainment career from 1939 to 1971. So he also enjoyed painting clowns. So it's kind of funny to see him with Vincent Price, because Vincent Price did like art in real life.
He was also an art guy.
And Red Skelton liked to paint clowns, and his clown paintings are actually worth a lot.
I'll bet that's no clowning around.
All right, and then later on we're going to watch an episode of One Step Beyond.
Yes.
Which was, they had 3 seasons from 1959 to 1961. And what's cool about One Step Beyond is a lot of the episodes that they made were supposedly based off of people's real life experiences.
Right.
So there's a lot of paranormal stories in the One Step Beyond episodes.
Yeah, and it predates the Twilight Zone and Outer Limits. So
it did. The Twilight Zone started like a little bit later, but the creator of One Step Beyond and the creator of the Twilight Zone, they got along. They were like friends in real life.
That's not fun to hear about.
These are really good. I'm getting like nacho cheese all over my hands here.
Your gauze.
All over my bandages. And they're like, not really, there's like a hint of spice.
Yes, it got a little bite to it, yeah?
Like a little bit of spice, but not too spicy. Not as spicy as last week's snack.
No, we got a super chat. Sorry to interrupt your snack toy. Seth Martin. Thank you, Seth.
Thank you, Seth.
Very nice, very nice.
Awesome.
Barba Papa for you. Yeah, those are good. That's going to be a staple. I think we're going to have to keep getting those.
I might eat like the whole bag.
That's like our 2 favorite things, right? Doritos and popcorn.
I know.
And a baby.
Yeah, these are really, really good. Wow. All right, so there's our snack toys for tonight's episode.
Yeah, so thank you for digging those snack toys up. Always fun to sort of talk with your mouth full. Who says you can't talk with your mouth full, right?
Right.
Snack toys give you an excuse. And
a few more of these.
If you didn't know, if you're just tuning in, we are doing a prize giveaway tonight.
Oh, that's right.
Put them down. Give me those snack toys.
Sure, you eat.
Give me those snacks.
Brush the Dorito dust off my hands here. All right. So you saw the Stasha bit earlier with Cliff, where she accidentally super glued her mouth shut.
Oh no!
This is a prop. One lucky winner at the end of the night is going to win our show notes and the Super Glue prop. So all you have to do to have a chance at winning is to be active in the YouTube chat here, our live streaming chat. And I'm writing all your names down. See, I've got all the names written down in there, and I'm going to put them in my big plastic shiny mummy bucket, and we're going to pick out one lucky winner at the end of the night. And I'll probably throw in some stickers too. You know, throw in some other goodies.
Yeah, it's a little surprise pack. Hey, turn your bucket on. It looks like those are nacho cheese flavor. Are those nacho cheese flavored entry forms?
No, those aren't Doritos.
Oh.
Don't eat the paper.
Those look good too.
They do kind of look like, you know,
I'm hungry,
cheese
so
flavored or something.
look at anything. Yeah, we're not saying to buy these, but buy them. They're good.
Those are really good.
These are going to be a staple in the cinematary here. All right, wow. I'm really smitten with those. Those are good. All right.
All right, let's find out what happens next.
Oh my Lord.
Nora, thank you for the super chat.
Oh, and don't worry. Okay, so we'll talk about this when we come back.
And she says, if you haven't already, hit the like button. Help Janet and Grimm out. Yes, if you guys like watching this kind of stuff, if you like watching our programs here, give the video a like and hit subscribe. It really does help support the channel.
And I do believe all of our Fanny Awards winners are here from last week. We had our own award show last week.
We did, yeah.
And we had 4 Fanny winners. I will be getting in touch with you this week, I promise, to send you your Fanny Award. And then we'll discuss about plans for October's, bigger Fanny show. So there's still a chance for you to win this year.
Yeah, so for the Fanny winners of last week, and for tonight's, at the end of the show when we announce the winner, just email us so that way we know where to send these prizes to.
Yes, or I'll email you. I'm sure we could dig up their emails. If we don't have your email, send it's like Tony Beller, Albert Metelsky, Bobby Harvey Jr., and Nora Wallace.
Yes.
Those are the 4 winners, and you're now judges, and we'll discuss things in the email together, and we'll pick out. It'll be fun. So we'll get the nominees for October's Fanny Awards, which are the Fan Awards. It's where Janet and I come up with fans, you out there, to award a nice little plaque to, just for your abilities and your fanship and just being fans.
Yeah, it's just something fun to give back to the fans and to do a little reward here and there.
We got different categories and things like that. We're going to make up some wacky ones, too, to have fun with it. But anyway.
All right, well, let's get back to the Red Skelton Show. Let's figure out what happens with this genuine Da Vinci.
Ooh, I can't wait. Show me the Da Vinci. Here we go.
Well, what do you think, Mr. Gilbert? What do you think?
What do I think? Well, I think it's absolutely worthless. It's just a cheap copy of the original.
Oh, you sure? You sure?
Yes, of course. Any idiot can see that.
Well, you don't have to call yourself names,
And of course, I can always use this canvas to clean brushes. And I tell you what, I'll give you $10.
$10? Well, now, that's mighty generous of you. But on second thought, I think it's worth more than that to keep the snow out.
Snow? What snow?
Come here, look. Just a moment. Here, let me help you out here. Just a moment there.
Good heavens! If you call me to fly, I'll belt you right over the head. Anyway, Freddie, look. You give me this painting.
I'll give you the painting.
And I'll have this whole wall plastered.
Yeah, I'll plaster you, too, boy. For a worthless...
Oh!
All right, I'm a friend of yours.
I walk on them.
You walk on them, so can I. Yeah. Say, I know something you don't know now.
What?
You're on my foot. He's awful anxious to get that worthless painting.
Yeah, I think there's something rotten in Denmark.
I think it's closer than that.
Look, why don't I just buy this whole shack?
Now you're talking.
I'll give you $500.
$500?
There you are.
Oh,
1, 2, 3, 4,
$25.
This is deductible, isn't it? Yeah. Say, you know, now that you bought that shack, how about buying that canvas to keep the snow out?
What?
What?
That canvas goes with the shack.
No, it don't. You didn't buy the place furnished.
Cut out all this nonsense. I'll give you $10,000 for that worthless painting.
I'm sorry, but this worthless painting is not for sale.
All right, I'm leaving, but I'm warning you, you'll be sorry that you didn't sell me that worthless painting. Yes.
Come here. Close the door. There's a draft in here. Want to know something? What? They didn't build that door very good,
No.
You know, he may be after that painting, but I think it's us he's trying to frame.
Gino, there is absolutely no doubt about the authenticity of this painting that those hobos have. The brushstrokes are Da Vinci, the color tones are Da Vinci. I tell you that this painting is priceless.
Ah, and you want to buy it, eh?
Yes. For $50.
$50 for Da Vinci? Hey.
Look, Gino, as of this minute, you are the greatest art critic in the whole world, aren't you, Gino? Huh?
If you say so.
Yeah, so now look, it'll be easy. Those hobos have no idea of what this painting is worth. They have absolutely no notion of its true value.
Say, Muggsy, what are you going to do with your $1 million?
I think I'll buy me a railroad.
A railroad?
Yeah, I always wanted a feather bed.
The door. Oh, I thought it was the termites taking up tap dancing. Yeah?
Ciao, senor.
Ciao. Oh, you've got the wrong place, my dear man. The mission is up at the top of the hill.
No, senor. You do not understand. Ciao is Italian for hello.
Oh?
Ciao.
Oh, good.
Permit me to introduce myself.
Oh?
I am Gino Antonio Vittorio Mario Ravaghetti.
No kidding. I ordered you once in an Italian restaurant.
I am the foremost art painter from Rome.
Oh.
You have a famous painting here, no?
No, we have a famous painting here, yes. Say, I like that accent of yours. It's kind of catchy. What part of Chicago you from? Boy, I never met so many hokey legitimate actors. Boy, this great man run away with this show.
Please, senor, I am from Florence.
Yeah, I didn't ask you where you were from. I asked you where you were from, not who you were from. What he say?
Mamma mia!
What he say? It's a picture of his mommy.
Mamma mia! What a disappointment.
Yeah. What?
I am wasting my time coming here to see that painting.
Oh, it might be worth a lot of money.
It is worth nothing. I have seen better artwork on top of a pizza.
Well, good morning, Freddie. Good morning.
Well, what a coinkydinky that you should show up at this time.
And I was just taking my morning's constitutional in the city dump. And I thought I'd drop by. Well, I thought I'd just drop by and see how you boys were doing with your worthless painting.
Yes. I'm going to look that all up after the show. Remember what happened to old W.C.? Hey, yeah, something I think you should know, Mr. Gilbert. Yes, sir. Take a look at that, would you?
Jack Parr walks off of...
No. The headlines. Read the head.
Hobo's painting worth fortune.
Get a load of this.
Priceless Da Vinci found in Hobo's shack. Leading critics agree on authenticity of rare painting.
Authenticity?
Yeah, it rhymes with Da Vinci.
It might do you good to know that there were a few art critics here earlier today.
Daddy, look, I must have that painting. It's an obsession.
No, it's not. It's a Da Vinci.
All right, I'll give you $1 million. I'll give you $1 million for that worthless painting.
No, I'm sorry. I would have given it to you for the first 10 that you offered me, but you tried to cheat us, and that's what we won't stand for. We won't work with crooks. That's why we live here. We're living a clean life.
Oh, but I must have that painting, Freddie. Once I had an original Utrillo, and once I had an original Gauguin, but I have never had an original Da Vinci, and I must have that painting. I must have that painting.
You know, I once had an original Skelton Show. You know what's wrong with him? What? He's been watching too much of Loretta Young. That poor boy. Rare old painting worth $6 million. Yipe!
Gilbert's on his way here, and he's going to steal a painting.
No, over my dead body.
That's the way it's going to be, because he's got a crazy look in his eye, and I think he's carrying a gun.
Well, who's afraid of a gun?
You are.
Oh, thanks for telling me. Here, put it out here. Put it in the closet. Put it in the closet. Under here? No, that'll be the first place. Look, put it under the rug and close the door.
What rug?
What rug? Oh, that's right. They got that too, didn't they? Please close the door. There. Here. I'll take care of it. You go stall him off. I'll take care of it. All right. Well, Da Vinci, either you get cut up or I do. It looks like it's going to be you, Da Vinci.
Oh, hello, Mr. Gilbert. Are you looking for Freddie? Yes, I want to talk to him about that painting.
Oh, the painting. Well, I'm sorry. He took the painting and he went over to your place.
Oh, he did he?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't see him.
You didn't, huh?
No.
Well, did you come over the park and through the tunnel and then over the bridge and down 7?
Yes.
No wonder you didn't see him. He never goes that way. We don't care as long as it snows. Seas and Burns says we're on the nose. What's the needle? I'll use the pin. I'll get the pin there. There we are. Didn't harm it a bit. There we are. Better than a chinchilla. Mr. Gilbert insisted. Yeah, come right in, Mr. Gilbert. It's all right.
All right, Freddie. Where is that painting?
What painting?
That painting!
There's no painting there.
Look, Freddie, I'm going to get my hands on that painting if it's the last thing I do.
You're mighty warm.
Never mind the wisecracks. Where is that painting?
Please, you're wrinkling my heart, Schaffner, and Da Vinci. I mean my overcoat.
Where is that painting?
I cut it up.
You cut it up?
Yeah, I cut it up.
You cut up a Da Vinci. An original Da Vinci.
You said it was worthless, remember?
Oh, no.
You picked up a headache doing that. What's my furniture, too? Now, I didn't hurt the painting. See, I cut around that. It's still good.
Now he tells.
That was a fascinating story. and that explains why the painting is in the shape of an overcoat.
Exactly. When Freddie donated this painting to the museum, he insisted that we keep it in this form.
Pardon me, please. Excuse me. When I gave the painting, I forgot something I left in the pocket up here. Just my cigars. I haven't had a fresh one for a month. Good heavens! A letter from Mom!
Don't go away. Red will be back in a minute. Next week, Red's guests will be Keith Purcell, George O'Hanlon, and Clem Cadiddlehopper.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the makers of Pet Milk, may we thank you for making our visit possible and remind you that next week Pet Milk brings you the Red Skelton Show. Next week, Johnson's Wax, ladies and gentlemen. Good night now.
Tonight, the Red Skelton Show is brought to you by the Pet Milk Company's family of fine food.
Hello, friends. This is Gary Moore speaking for the gang, and tonight's guest stars Gertrude Berg and Gene Nelson. Our show starts in just a moment on most of these stations, so be sure to stay tuned.
Hello, boys and ghouls. This is Eric Uncle Pigger, creator of Toxic Tunes. I specialize in creepy, kooky, spooky, macabre art that I put on my t-shirt line. I'm always creating new t-shirts every month. I've also got patches, stickers, monster masks, calendars, artworks, air fresheners, pill. I got so much stuff I can't even keep my eyes straight. Just come to Toxic Tunes and see with your own eyes where it's Halloween every day. And stay tuned for more of Mummy and the Monkey. I love these two.
Hey, welcome back, y'all, to the Mummy and the Monkey's Hairy Scary Hangout. Yeah, you know what? That was really refreshing and fun.
That was fun.
I really enjoyed it. I didn't see this until, I edited the whole thing together.
I watched it the other day, and I'm like, oh, this is really funny.
But, I am a fan, and we're both fans of, comedy from way back when. I mean,
yeah,
we love
Laurel
silence.
and Hardy and Three Stooges.
Little Rascals.
Little
Hardy.
Rascals.
Laurel and Hardy, I think I like a little better than Three Stooges.
I like Laurel and Hardy better, too.
But
I do love both.
But with Three Stooges takes everything up 10 notches, which I love.
Yeah.
But God, I don't know, desert island thing, I might take Laurel and Hardy. I don't know why.
I like watching the old Laurel and Hardy films when we would go visit our buddy Pete and watch them outside in the summertime.
You just can't, just like the Red Skelton Show.
Like on the projector with the screen and everything.
You're pulling your hair out going, what a moron. You can't believe what you're saying. And, you're right. I know that, and that's the whole point of it, right?
And Rob is saying Abbott and Costello are great, too. Yeah, a lot of people like Abbott and Costello.
My God,
yeah, those old comedy... Greg says the Marx Brothers.
Marx Brothers too.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's really old school.
Don't knock that stuff. If you haven't really seen it, go back and watch some of this stuff. It's all on YouTube for free, pretty much. You can find all kinds of stuff at your local library, yada yada yada. But it is really funny stuff. It's what they base on. You could just visualize Kramer sliding into one of these things. Because all this stuff comes,
It's like that slapstick, goofy,
it was all sort of invented back then.
It was that goofy humor.
Pioneered. It's really funny, and it still holds up pretty much. And because look, people were enjoying this. This is like from the late 50s.
Yeah, and it's great to see. It was just great to see Vincent Price with Jackie Coogan.
It was great seeing Vincent Price throw a temper tantrum.
I've never seen him do.
There you go. So you never
That
know
was
what you're gonna...
funny. And yeah, when they made those episodes, a lot of those old episodes were live.
Yes.
So yeah, you did see them like crack up. Sometimes they miss their lines, but then they would say something else, kind of like how we're live, and we just kind of say whatever.
I would say that continues up until this day. I mean, and someone made the comparison about Tim Conway and Harvey Korman when they were on the Carol Burnett show in the early '70s, and that was a thing I remember watching as a wee ape. Yeah, there was a whole thing, even though that was taped, they left it all in there. They would crack each other up.
Yeah.
Even up until Saturday Night Live, where that does still happen.
Yeah.
Where they're live and they crack each other up, and it's just, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, and I still like Saturday Night Live. There's some parts where I'm like, some skits, but some of those are good.
There have been stronger casts, obviously, throughout the span of it.
But honestly, everyone loves the classic Saturday Night Live, but I still like some of the new
just
stuff.
admit it, you're a big Pete Davidson fan. Go ahead.
No, actually, I like, what's his name from Kenan and Kel?
Oh, he's been on there for a long time.
He's been on there a long time, but I remember, watching that show as a kid. All right.
What's
So
next?
let's continue
Kenan
on.
Thompson, right? That's his name.
All right, so we have an appearance coming up.
We've got stuff to talk about. That's
yeah,
right.
we got way on a tangent.
That's okay. The show's loose as a goose, you know what I'm saying?
Fan Expo Cleveland is going on right now in Cleveland, Ohio. And we're going to be at Fan Expo Cleveland this Sunday.
Yay, baby. We're going to be there with the real Ghostbusters from Cleveland, right?
The Cleveland Ghostbusters Cleveland, that's their mascot there, their little logo.
Yeah, that's not the Guardians.
It's the Guardian with a proton pack.
But it's not the new baseball team.
No, it is not. No, it's Ghostbusters Cleveland.
Everything just Guardians. Okay.
And yeah, Fan Expo Cleveland's going on downtown this weekend. We will be there Sunday at 3 o'clock for a discussion panel with Ghostbusters Cleveland. We're going to talk about who the best movie monsters should be. We're going to have a little back and forth. We're going to have some monsters picked out, and the fans in the audience get to vote for who the ultimate movie monster should be.
That's right. So catch us Sunday. We'll be there. The panel's at 3, right?
Yes, the panel is at 3 p.m.
3 p.m., yes. And we might be skulking around there a little earlier than that.
Yeah, we might be there like a little bit earlier, walking around. We're definitely going to visit the Deadpool Uber driver. His car is going to be there.
Cool dude.
On exhibit, so that's really cool. I can't wait to see the car in person.
That's right. We'll probably be shooting some stuff, so if you want to come down, say hi. You can be on our show.
We're going to bring our cameras and get some video.
And the microphone. Who knows what's going to happen, but we're going to have a lot of fun there. Sunday. Only Sunday for the Mummy and the Monkey.
Yes, and then, so another fan club that we're a part of is the Federation, the Cleveland Star Trek group. And both the Cleveland Star Trek group and the Ghostbusters do a lot of charity work. The Federation does a ton of charity work. It's all the information is on trekfederation.com. And they're going to have a captain's chair there.
That's right.
An official captain's chair that you could get a picture in.
You got to check that out. It's like Captain Kirk's big old blocky chair. Right?
Yeah, it's like this big plush, their outer space chair.
Yeah, you can. It's not plush. I think it's like.
Well, I thought it had like the cushions in there.
It might. I forget. It's been a while.
It's been a few years since we've seen it.
Come out and ask the chair up. Just check it out. And then we got. See, I'm trying to make you laugh. Hopefully that works. And then, hey, if you want more of the Mummy and the Monkey, we do usually a weekly podcast called
Living the Scream! The behind the scenes of the Mummy and the Monkey, where we talk about our...
Yo mama!
We talk about our jobs and we're hosting gigs.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, we didn't do one this week, but we're definitely going to have one next week.
That's right.
And you can listen to last week's podcast here on our YouTube channel later at your leisure.
Or just go back in the archives and listen to as much as you want. And we have stuff for sale. Say you want to show up for one of our future events and be the best dressed in the house. Well, you can order stuff from
our Teespring store. We have tank tops, t-shirts, hoodies, long sleeve shirts, kid sizes, and so much more. It's all there on the Teespring store. So the link is on themummyandthemonkey.com. It's also in the video description below. If you're watching us on YouTube, the link is there and it's on the screen there if you want to write it down. But we have a coupon code for 15% off anything that you order. And the coupon code is CW22. Are you done burping?
Nope.
CW22. Yeah, for 15% off anything in the store. And Grimm, you need to add new designs to the store.
I will. I promise I will this week.
The fans have been demanding new T-shirt designs.
I'm trying to get my grumpies together.
They have to...
And get more stuff, get more grumpy done. Okay. I like that word that Johnny Depp word for excrement. Yeah, grumpy.
I've never heard that before.
Wasn't that one of those 7 dwarfs?
I guess he was a poopy one.
He made a grumpy in my bed.
All right, so what are we playing next? We've got an episode of One Step Beyond, and this episode is called The Vision.
The Vision. Oh, you know what?
The Vision.
Okay, yeah, yep.
So
okay.
We're going to play.
I'm looking at stuff here. I'm getting ideas. I got an idea. Okay, so
he has an idea. Does your brain hurt?
I'm just putting scheduling. Always hurts if I'm thinking it hurt, right? Yeah, I'm thinking out loud here. Okay, so yeah, we'll get with part 1 of The Vision, our One Step Beyond feature for tonight. So here's part 1 of The Vision. Woo! Right here on
the Mummy and the Monkeys Harry Scary Hangout.
All right, take it away. Grimm and Janet Decay.
Okay, there you go.
What you're about to see is a matter of human record. Explain it? We cannot. Disprove it? We cannot. We simply invite you to explore with us the amazing world of the unknown, to take that one step beyond. What you're about to see has haunted the minds of men for 40 years. A miracle or a soldier's fable? You decide. At 22:30 hours on the night of November the 14th, 1915, something happened in the war-darkened skies over Europe. It was seen by a British mortar unit here in Flanders. It was by a Russian sentry on the East Prussian front. It interrupted the maneuvers of an Italian infantry company here. It was observed by an Allied reconnaissance plane over the English Channel. Thousands of soldiers from all the nations of Europe ultimately were involved. But in the beginning, there were only 4. French soldiers, an unimportant patrol on a trivial mission, set out on this gloomy November night in 1915 to attack a minor mortar position, kill a few enemy soldiers, and return to its lines. Indeed, a modest beginning for what is now just seconds away.
Think of all the pleasant things a man of my sensitivity could be doing tonight. Watching the ballet, playing the piano, enjoying vintage wines.
A night like this is good for only 2 things: picking pockets or making love. And on your feet.
On your stomach, on your feet, on your stomach, on your feet. Oh, what an unpleasant war.
Those flares, do they mean they've seen us?
Probably.
What will happen?
If they kill enough of us, the next ration of schnapps. If we kill enough of them, perhaps they let us take a bath.
It must be strange to kill for the first time.
Strange.
Actually, I enjoy it. Each time I kill, I think there's one less push between me and those lovely bottles of wine gathering dust in my cellar.
When's that blasted thing going to fall?
Probably hanging from a parachute.
Where do you see a parachute?
How can it just hang there? It's so bright.
Come on. Burn up. thought.
Get down, you fool. Get down, you'll get your heads blown off. Come back here. Come back, pick up your guns. Come back here. What are you running from? It is only a dirty bush. Think it is just a flare.
Oh, my God. My God.
On your feet. On your feet, you pup.
At ease, as you... No need for formality. I'm Captain Tremaine of the Adjutant General's office. I've been appointed to defend you at your court-martial tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
What's the big hurry? It's the cooks they should court. They're poisoning the whole army.
I don't know why they chose me. My practice was civil law. What do I know about a mess like this?
It's reassuring to know that our defense is in such good hands.
But there's not much of a defense, soldier. Obvious what happened. The charges say it all. Cowardice in the face of the enemy.
Cowardice?
It wasn't that at all.
Quiet. Show respect.
But I wasn't afraid. I mean, I was at first, but it wasn't that.
Do you know who the prosecutor is? Major Lamar of the High Command, that's all. I've just been a captain for the last 2.5 weeks.
I don't suppose the captain would be demoted if he should lose his case.
Oh, don't worry about that. He'll lose all right. It's bang, bang, bang for us.
Well, how can I win? It's all here in black and white. At a time when the Boche are defeating us everywhere, Lamar will eat me up alive. Well, I'll do the best I can. But you'll have to be absolutely honest with me. No need to hold back anything. Sergeant Vai. Look at this record. I just don't understand it. The Croix de Guerre. What happened? How could a brave man like you run from the enemy?
Ask the others.
I'm asking you. Look, they're going to make an example of you men. That's why they're doing it so fast. Don't you understand that?
Sir, ask the others.
I really don't want to ask any of you. I don't like to defend cowards.
Why do you call us cowards? What did you want us to do? At first I was blinded by the light. I couldn't see anything. And then I wasn't in the shell hole anymore. I wasn't. I was home.
Home?
Yes. I was home. No, it wasn't my imagination. I was really there. It was morning. I was in the kitchen. Mama was pouring milk for breakfast. And Papa was putting on his working shoes and talking about the day's work. My little sister was there. And through the window I could see the sun, the way it hit the fields. And a flock of birds. I was home. And I was happy. And then I felt the rifle in my hand and I thought, what am I doing with this? So I threw it away. I was home.
In the middle of the battle, a light blinds him and then he's at home. Has a doctor examined this boy lately?
Look, why don't you let us alone? Did we ask for you?
No, and I didn't ask for you.
All right, then, goodbye.
That is no way to speak to an officer.
Get him out of here!
All in, shut up or I'll bat your head in.
You want to know where I was? Well, listen to this, Captain Fancy Pants. Let me tell you where I was. I was on the deck of the Montez. A rusty little freighter carrying pig iron from South America to Marseille. Flopped on the forward deck, just taking it easy. I never felt like that in my whole life. I was free. I could breathe. There was nobody in the world that I wanted to punch in the mouth. I wanted to stay like that for 100 years. A part of everything. Everything. Tell me I wasn't on that boat. And I'll make you eat all those pencils.
I'm sorry, sir, but what can you expect in today's army?
When that flare burst, I really didn't see a thing.
Well, that's better. Then why did you run?
Somehow the air had changed. It had become soft and warm like a summer's night.
In November?
Oh, logic told me it was freezing cold. And yet I felt a warm breeze on my face, and my feet were no longer cold. And the air was suddenly filled with all sorts of remarkable scents. Tangerines, night flowers, dust, the way it settles after it's been watered down. And I think even incense. The kind my aunt used to burn under her favorite saints in church. Feast of odors after the stink of war. I felt an exaltation, a love of life. And the gun in my hand suddenly felt obscene. Obscene.
Sergeant, sometimes on a patrol, it's no secret, the men take along a little brandy in their canteens to keep warm.
Ha! Now we were all drunk.
You're all talking like drunks.
Nobody had a drop.
What did you see, Sergeant? I'm going to look like the world's biggest fool. I was in the kitchen. Mama was pouring milk. I was on a freighter, carrying pig iron. Like incense my aunt used to burn under her favorite saint. They'll laugh me right out of the courtroom. All right, let's begin again.
You're watching the Mummy and the Monkey Show.
Well, that's news to me. What's going on here? Hey, whoa. What's wrong there, kiddo? Why so blue? Being inside the house all this time got you down? Yeah, me too. Hey, look, I know all those things we like to do are kind of put on hold temporarily right now, but I just got a great idea that'll get both of our keisters out of this house for a while. You want to come and have some fun and adventure with me and explore? Yeah? All right, we're going to do it. So come on, let's play. Put those toys away. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Time to break out the old gear. Let's see. There's the bungee cords. Check, got those. There's the post. Double check. Can't forget pierogies. Yeah. How's that saying go? Better to have than stitching time saves 9. The only thing you have to... forget it. Who needs to know all that stuff? Let's go do our thing. Yeah, let's roll, Stash. Let's roll. You're out with your shoe now. You're not stuck in the house. We're gonna have fun, you son of a gun. You're out with your shoe now. Company, halt! The great outdoors. Boy, Stasha, this is gonna do both of us some good. Now, I know all those caves and caverns are kind of closed right now, but there are literally hundreds of natural features all around this city, yeah. Come on. A left, right, left. Oh boy, Stasha, look at this one. It's perfect. Wowee! Boy, they don't grow them like that anywhere else but here in Ohio, let me tell you. I wonder how deep it is. Only one way to find out, right? Wow! That thing's almost like a bottomless pit. Woohoo! Yeah, I can't wait to get down there. Let's get all geared up. Man, I love spelunking. Ah, that's a good tight fit there. Ready to rock and roll. All right, ready? And a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a Geronimo! Wow, Stasha, this hole's really deep. Get your doopa down here.
Well, kids, don't try this at home. Leave it to Stasha and Yashu. They're professionals. Professional what's? Nobody knows. Tune in next time for more misadventures of Stasha from the old country.
Got us back in one piece. Hey, welcome back in all the pieces you're in to the Mummy and the Monkey's Hairy Scary Hangout.
Oh, yeah, and we are watching One Step Beyond. This episode is called The Vision.
Well, this is an intense one. This is actually based, like you said earlier, how all these One Step Beyonds are supposed to be based on actual events or people's, stories that happened. This one I'm totally familiar with. The battlefield vision, pretty cool.
Yeah, so that is what is cool about One Step Beyond. Yeah, a lot of them are based off, I think probably all of them are based off of experiences that people believe to be true.
Yes.
Like a paranormal or supernatural experience. And
this one is based on a World War I sort of a thing that happened. If you look up, battlefield vision World War I, you'll find out about it. But I also believe something happened during the Napoleonic Wars as well. There was some sort of vision on the battlefield that made people stop fighting, and it was on both sides. It's really weird, but anyway, but check it out. You got the Google, use it.
It's definitely interesting. So I wonder if they'll reveal what they saw.
I don't know. And another thing, I think someone brought up that Captain Fancy Pants should be the next Marvel movie. I think so too.
Captain Fancy Pants.
If he's not, maybe we should create that and make a comic book.
The Adventures of Captain Fancy Pants.
And
he probably exists.
And here's something that I would like to refer to as nerd to know basis. Someone also mentioned that another Marvel movie could be pig iron, which was a type of actual iron that they used in war, metal, that the guy referred to. But there is actually a character named Pig Iron in the DC universe for Captain Carrot and his amazing zoo crew, I think the name of the comic was.
Wow.
But there was a character called Pig Iron. He was a big iron pig, purple and blue colored. But check that out. I know, nerd to know stuff, right? I'm a comic book nut. So
you have to, push your glasses up when you...
I did. I went nerd to know, baby.
There you go.
Actually, there is a character...
Technically,
in the DC universe, Captain Carrot and his amazing zoo crew.
We're kidding. We love nerds.
Oh, we have boxes of...
Grimm, you could talk nerdy to me anytime.
Oh, talk nerdy to me. But before I do that, let me squeeze my barba papa for the Watson family.
Woo! Thank you, Watson family. And earlier in the show, J. Michael Harris gave us a super chat.
Yes.
And one other, and I don't remember their name. I apologize.
How far back can I go on the chat?
It was like way far back.
Yeah.
So let's,
That's okay.
So thank you guys for the super chats. We do appreciate it. It helps support the channel.
Well, maybe one day I can find a Barba Papa cartoon to show on here so people know what the heck this is based on. I know, it's weird. We're weird, but you are too. That's why you're here. So
yes, and Dane commented. It was a funny comment earlier. He put that he typed in that the potholes are in bloom in Ohio. This time in Ohio, there's potholes all over. I don't know. They just.
There was one.
From all the bad weather, all the snow all winter,
there was
and
one
the weather changing.
that they showed on the news recently, like a couple of days ago. That's on the. It was on the.
It was on 480.
It was on 480, Interstate
Yeah.
480, but it was in the fast lane, the passing lane.
Yeah.
This thing had to be almost as big as a Volkswagen, the size of this hole.
I mean, it could, like, your car could get stuck in it. It was bad.
Rebar was exposed. It wasn't like a deep. It was deep enough that
That whole bridge probably needs rebuilt.
if you would have ran into this thing, it would have taken your whole front end out. I mean, I don't know how. And there was nothing around it to veer people away. Unbelievable. So dangerous.
What city are you guys watching from? Do you guys get lots of potholes, like, on your streets?
Welcome to Pothole Talk.
Pothole Talk, yes.
Look, it's a concerning thing. I mean, tires ain't cheap.
Yeah, it's like...
And the city, I think some cities will pay for your tire. What are we talking about?
Why are we talking about this?
It's like the community bulletin board now.
When we drive around in the Mummy and the Monkey mobile, we have to watch so we don't, get stuck in those potholes.
I'm giving you like your little smooth jazz community bulletin board music as you speak about it.
All right, gang.
There's a bake sale next week at Our Lady of Lord's Church.
All right, gang. So we have
Hungarian goulash and chicken paprikash.
Ooh, goulash and paprikash?
Yeah. This is like a community bulletin board.
Where's the pierogi?
That's coming up.
All right, so let's continue on.
St. Ignatius has those. I don't know.
Let's continue on with the rest of
the conclusion.
One Step Beyond.
The exciting conclusion of what's the name of the story again?
The episode is called The Vision, and it takes place in 1915.
The Vision is a Marvel character. No one's even said that.
Yeah, you're right.
That's right. He's in the Avengers. Okay.
Lots of comic book talk here.
Actually, the Vision is a Marvel comic book character who is actually...
Do you know who...
Do you have a pocket protector with pens in that jacket?
Let's do some comic book trivia. We can look at it in the chat while we go to the next bit.
Okay.
Does anybody out there know who the Vision was originally? Because the Vision's an android, but in the Marvel universe, it was another It was another superhero before it was the Vision. Who was the original Vision android? Who knows out there? Say it in the chat. Maybe I'll send you.
Send him a sticker.
All right. If I don't see the answer, I'll have to get to it. Okay. So here we go. I promise. Here's the conclusion. I know they're waiting for it.
All right. Let's watch the rest.
Okay. Here we go. The conclusion of One Step Beyond. And we'll be back right after this on the Mummy and the Monkeys.
Harry Scary Hangout.
You from the testimony of your men, Sergeant. Let me see. Ah, yes. It wasn't what I saw or smelled, but what I heard. The light could have come from many things, but not the singing. I don't know what they were singing, but it sounded holy, and it was beautiful. I started walking to where I could hear the voices better. Now, all this would be hilarious as a music hall sketch. But within the sound of enemy guns, I find the humor rather hollow. And I am more than a little surprised that the Defense Council would insult the intelligence of this court by introducing such trash as evidence.
It's what the men told me.
And what does the sergeant say? What did the sergeant see, hear, or smell?
I heard the Bosch cannon and machine gun. I smelled... Well, there was a dead body in the shell hole. I saw a flare that lasted a long time.
Have you seen no other flares that lasted a long time?
Not like this one. Maybe it was a new Bosch invention. It stayed there for I don't know how long. It was cloudy, and the flare cast shadows against the clouds.
Well, at last we're beginning to hear some sense. You and your men were frightened by shadows and you ran. Is it correct?
Yes, I suppose so, sir.
Well, we should thank the sergeant for putting an end to all this nonsense once and for all. You're excused.
Thank you, sir.
One moment.
The defense counsel has already questioned the witness.
Just one more question, sir. You agree with Major Lamar that you and your men ran from the enemy?
Well, sir, there was this shadow.
You saw the shadow and you and your men ran. That's what you just said, correct?
Yes, sir.
Then I charge you with perjury.
What else could it have been but the shadow?
I am referring to this. On the direct examination, you said, here we are, we walked back to our lines.
That's right.
What's right? Walked or ran?
If I may say so, the distinction is a small one.
Sir, These men are on trial for showing cowardice in the face of the enemy. A coward does not walk.
Walking made them heroes?
Would you have the courage to walk across a battlefield? I beg your pardon, sir. I know that I would not have such courage. I admit I am as confused as anyone by the testimony of these prisoners. When I first talked to them, I thought they were trying to make a fool of me.
And what made the captain change his mind?
Nothing, but that there's an incredible sincerity about these men.
It has been my experience that men on trial for their lives are always incredibly sincere.
Nevertheless, I insist that the records show that they walked.
That the aforementioned soldiers are guilty of having shown cowardice in the face of the enemy. And by a unanimous vote, this court condemned them to the penalty of death by shooting, as provided for by the Code of Military Justice. This court is adjourned.
Right. Face. All right. Look.
Cheer up, Captain. You did a good job. Better than they deserved.
Are you sure that's all it was, sir?
All what was?
I mean what the sergeant said, that the shadow was caused by a flare.
Of course. The rest is rubbish. Be sensible. What else could it have been?
What else could it have been? Good morning.
Is it? It's difficult for us to tell down here.
I'm going to see the commanding general and try to get a stay of execution.
You don't sound hopeful.
I'll do my best.
I think you will. And that's most curious. Why?
I'm a lawyer, that's why.
When you first came down here, you wanted to spit in our eye. But in the courtroom, and now. And don't tell me you actually believe our outrageous stories.
I don't know what I believe. Anyhow, while I'm in town, I could mail your letters if you wish.
When do they get rid of us?
It's scheduled for 1400 hours. No letters, Sergeant?
After 18 years in the Army, I've nobody to write to, sir.
Sergeant, is that all it was? Just a shadow?
If I told them I saw Noah's Ark passing by, would that have saved us?
No, I suppose not.
Oh, Captain, you could do me a favor. When you go into town, you could get me a bottle of good cognac. Something really first-rate, I mean. I would like to have one last taste of first-rate cognac.
Of course.
It wasn't the shadow. And I don't imagine things. I'm as hard-headed as an ox. What I saw, I saw. When I looked up, the flare was still burning bright. And there, as big as the sky itself, was the face of the first man I ever killed. He was an Algerian, maybe even younger than me. And if I didn't cut his throat, he was going to cut mine. Then he was dead. His eyes were staring up at me. That's what I saw. That Algerian kid. And you know how he looked? And if he was saying, "It's all right, my friend. It wasn't your fault." That didn't make me feel any better about it. For there I was again with a gun in my hand and a belt of grenades around my neck. And if it wasn't my fault that Algerian kid was dead, well, then whose fault was it?
You think I would say something like that in court and let them laugh at me, too? But if you were to get that cognac, while I can still drink it, you better hurry, sir.
Could the captain spare a cigarette?
Take them all.
Thank you, sir. Oh, thank you. My grandfather will be so happy. You see, we are all that's left of a family of 7. I'd like to return the captain's kindness.
That's all right.
Would the captain like a sack of white flour? At a reasonable price.
No thanks.
Or fresh butter or eggs? I have a fine Polish ham. Does the captain need any potatoes? A gold watch, in perfect condition. Solid gold. Bite it.
I'm after 2. Can't be that late. 10 after 1.
My grandfather thanks you for the cigarettes.
Can you get me some cognac?
But of course.
It's got to be first class.
First class cognac is expensive.
Doesn't matter. I'm not bringing them anything else.
Pardon?
I've got to have it right away. Have to be back at the prison before 2 o'clock.
Our house is at the edge of town.
Get in.
I'll direct you. The Bosch are just a few kilometers behind those woods.
So pretty soon you'll be able to sell them potatoes and ham and butter.
I am learning a few German words. It's a difficult language.
I'm sure.
The cognac is in the cellar. I'll get it.
You do not need a gun. I threw mine in the river. I've been walking through the trees for I don't know how long. I'm tired. Very tired. For me, the war's finished. Let someone else call Reddy, Abe. And let someone else call fire. And let someone else watch 10 young soldiers of the fatherland fall dead on the parade grounds.
What?
Warning to cowards, says the field marshal. An example. Let someone else do it.
What are you talking about?
What if they were telling the truth?
What?
Cowards. They didn't look like cowards.
What are you talking about?
What if each one really did see something?
See something? What?
You wouldn't believe me.
See something? What? Where? What?
There will be no execution until further notice. I'll give you my reasons later. Yes, I sent you an official order. When were your men to be executed?
Sometime late today.
Operator. Operator. I want to talk to someone in the International Red Cross. Someone with authority to contact the German commander of this sector. Hurry. This is an emergency.
Of everything that happened, perhaps the final miracle was the chance meeting of two enemy soldiers because a sergeant wanted a taste of cognac. Within 24 hours, similar reports were coming in from all over Europe. Actually, no one was ever sure of what happened in the sky that dark November night. Ours is one version of the story. There are many others. But the one fact to remember is that more than 1,000 men did see or sense something. In any event, it is a matter of public record that for a while, men could not kill each other. And in the end, if all else is false, that is miracle enough.
John Newland was right.
How relevant, yeah.
Even if that vision didn't actually happen, the fact that they weren't killing each other was a miracle.
Yeah, wow. That was a little deep. We got a little deep here on the Hangout, but you know what? It's been trying times. Some interesting times, that's for sure. And like I said, it kind of is relevant.
Yeah, I didn't really think about that until recently. I was like, oh.
So the Mummy and the Monkey can be a little bit like
a little timely.
Like Kaufman said, better than PBS.
NPR.
Or NPR, sorry. Same thing. Yeah.
Something like that.
From Troma's Lloyd Kaufman said Mummy and the Monkey is more informative than NPR. So there you go.
I don't know about that, but we do like Lloyd Kaufman.
I say that jokingly, of course. Yes. Oh, and congratulations, for your no prize, to quote Stan Lee, to steal that bit from Stan Lee, the late great Stan Lee, to Catherine Sensel for guessing, or for the correct answer for who was the original the Vision android. Who was the original android that was later turned into the Vision? It was the original Human Torch.
Yeah, so
a lot of people didn't know that. It was an android. It was created in the 40s by then Atlas Comics. Not Atlas. I forget. I think it might have been Atlas Comics they were called at the time. And then turned into Marvel. But it was an old Marvel character. She might have been Marvel Comics. I forget. But existed as an android in an old Marvel comic, the Human Torch.
So she was at her phone or her keyboard pushing her glasses.
That's right. And put that answer in. Thank you, Catherine, for the correct answer. Other people got it too.
Catherine.
But she was the first one to chime in. All right, cool. Now, speaking of winners.
Yes, so we do have a prize giveaway that we're going to be giving away shortly.
But
after the Cleveland TV Showtime travel segment. But yeah, this is the prop used in the pre-show today with Stasha and Cliff. This is the super glue that Stasha accidentally glued her mouth shut with.
And if you missed that at the beginning of the show when Cliff does his Harry Scary countdown, wait till this uploads, and then you can always go back to the archives and check out what you missed earlier.
Yes, definitely.
All right.
So what year are we traveling back to, Grimm?
I do know the answer to this. You didn't stump me on this one. We're going back to 1981, baby.
Ooh, 1981. We're going to have some fun.
All right, so strap yourself in. This is where I crack open my TV guides from yesteryear, which were little guides that told you what was going to be on television, locally, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Had all your UHF stations were your local stations, and your 3, if you were lucky, 4 network stations, but it was like NBC, ABC, CBS.
Back in the day, before your Netflix, before your cable TV, before YouTube.
Before the cable guide that would, you could pop up on with your remote. You have to refer to this archaic printed magazine that had all these little booklet that had all the listings of what was going to be on. And what I do is I crack them open and I see what was on in the Northeast Ohio area, because we had a lot of horror host stuff going on in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, both on Friday and Saturday nights. So I find out what was playing. I grab pictorial references, slap them together into this little montage that I like to call Cleveland TV Showtime Travel. And here we go. Woo-hoo. Buckle up, Buttercup.
Here we go.
Here we go. All right, so welcome to this edition, all right, of TV. And we're going to start with TV8. That's right, Friday night. It was the Big Chuck and Little John show, May 1st, 1981. That's right. Look at that. These guys are still around, by the way.
I like the leopard print.
And their movie that night was The Day the Earth Stood Still.
Ooh, that's a great movie.
Oh, boy. I wish we could show stuff like this.
Yeah.
But,
maybe one day.
Maybe one day. You never know. And, oh, there's Gort. Not taking any mess from anybody.
No.
And then later on the same channel was 8 All Night, where they would usually show 2 movies. But their first movie of the night was a Bowery Boys movie called Feudin' Fools.
Nice.
Lost up in the hills somewhere, taking on, oh yeah.
ZZ Top.
Oh, look, it's the Duck Dynasty guys. Nice. Or ZZ Top. Yeah, well, that's like an old Warner Bros. Cartoon. And later on, after that, at 1:30 a.m. was The Lost Women.
Ooh.
Huh.
Where'd they get lost to?
That spider found her.
Spiders.
And then the next day, on Saturday, on WUAB Channel 43, at April 2nd, was Superhost. Oh my gosh, this
Soup's
guy.
on.
Hey, he's soup glue. And he would do an hour of Three Stooges, and then the first movie of 2 was Battle of the Worlds. That's right. This guy was on from noon to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. But this was his first feature after an hour of Three Stooges, Battle of the Worlds. And his second feature that day was
Dracula's Daughter.
Ooh, boy. Some good stuff.
Cool.
What a great lineup for that. But, he showed these classic things. Like I said, it went on to 4 p.m. on Channel 43. And look how cool that shot is of Dracula's Daughter.
Beautiful picture.
But wait, there's more. The evening program on 43 was even better. They would show, look at this, at 4 p.m. right after Superhost, the Questor tapes. More cheesy sci-fi just for you. If you're on a roll there. And there's an Android guy, looks like Data.1. And then after that, at 6 p.m. was the original Star Trek series.
Nice.
And then at 7 p.m., an episode of Kung Fu with David Carradine. Hacha! Look at him.
Ooh.
He's got one of your eyes, Janet. And or 2 of them. And that wraps up our TV Showtime travel, baby, here in Cleveland.
Very nice. Well, that was a fun time travel sequence, Grimm.
And I can only hope that back in the day, everyone out there had similar programming. And if you do, hopefully, you remember it fondly. And maybe that's the reason why you're watching us tonight.
Yeah,
brings back some of those warm, fuzzy memories,
Well, Grimm's pretty fuzzy.
Yeah.
And Louie the cat is pretty fuzzy.
Yes. And my lap's pretty warm from his fuzzy, so there you go.
There you go.
All right.
Okay, so prize giveaway. I wrote down a ton of names from the chat. So to be a part of our prize drawing, all you have to do was, chat away and have fun in our live chat here on YouTube. So I wrote down names, put them in my big shiny plastic mummy bucket. One lucky winner is going to win the soup glue prop along with some of our show notes, and we're going to throw some stickers in there too.
Little autograph stuff.
Yeah, send out a little prize pack for you.
Yeah.
All right, so let's shake it up. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake.
Shake
my bucket. Shake my bucket.
All right.
Okay. Stir
Connie
up.
Cleary. I don't know.
Connie? Oh, maybe Connie will win. I wrote her name down.
Who knows? Who knows?
She's one of the regulars.
Only fate knows the answer to that question.
And the winner is... The winner is... Joe Trippy.
Joe Trippy, you gotta be tripping.
Joe Trippy.
Wow. Congratulations,
Congrats,
Joe Trippy.
Joe. So, Joe, email us, themummyandthemonkey@gmail.com.
Oh, I can show you that. That's right.
Yeah, email us so that way we can mail your prize to you.
That's right, yeah. And we don't have any Da Vincis to give away, but...
Yeah, no real Da Vincis, but...
Too bad. But yeah, wow. Well, what can I say?
Congratulations. And you guys are all winners, though, in our minds.
That's right. Is there anything else we haven't said tonight or we want to talk about before we wrap things up?
Come visit us at Fan Expo Cleveland this Sunday. We're going to be at Fan Expo this Sunday. We're going to be a part of a discussion panel at 3 p.m. Eastern Time.
That's right. Thanks
about
to the
movie monsters. Thanks to Ghostbusters Cleveland. We partnered with them, and we're going to put on a fun discussion panel with the Ghostbuster people.
Yeah, and they're going to be right next to the Star Trek people, right?
Yeah,
the Federation.
they're set up right next to the Federation, the Cleveland Star Trek Club.
Wow.
And both fan clubs raise money for charities, so they're both really awesome.
Can't get any better than that.
Yeah, so we will be there. You could get a picture. We a Deadpool Uber driver or Uber Deadpool driver. He's going to be there with his car on exhibit. So there's going to be like cars on exhibit and different filmmaker people and fan clubs. It's going to be so much fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, you're going to have Ghostbusters and Trekkers and Mummy and the Monkey right there in the same space.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be a lot of fun. I missed the cons, so it's going to be nice to get to the Comic-Con and see what's going on at the Comic-Con.
And yeah, we'll be going around getting some video as well. So guys, thank you for joining us. Good night, good fright. Mwah!
It's always a pleasure. You've been such a treasure. Join us next week on the show. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, yeah, but thanks a lot for tuning in, y'all.
Do we ever
what?
Know what we're doing?
No. Well, what fun is that?
Right.
There's no fun in that. All right. So here we go. I'm going to sign off now, but we'll see you next week. Same Mummy Monkey time, same Mummy Monkey channel. And see you later, alligators. Bye.
Hey,